What would happen if the person you overlooked every day could shatter everything you've worked so hard to achieve? At Bloom Technology Development, executives in sharp suits walked confidently, while janitors like Jessica Stoner remained invisible, unnoticed by those in power. But soon, those at the top would realize the price of underestimating those they deemed insignificant. Subscribe to our channel and enjoy the story. In the heart of San Francisco, nestled among towering glass skyscrapers, stood Bloom Technology Development, a renowned consulting firm specializing in helping tech companies scale. With a prestigious clientele and lucrative deals, the company attracted some of the brightest minds in the industry. Yet within this elite environment, lower-level employees like janitors and administrative staff were often overlooked, treated as mere cogs in a massive machine. Jessica Stoner was one of those overlooked employees. But her story was far from ordinary. Jessica had recently started working as a janitor at Bloom Technology Development. Clad in a standard navy blue uniform, with her hair neatly tied back and a cleaning cart in tow, she blended into the background, unnoticed by most. To the management, Jessica was invisible, a faceless worker, performing tasks no one else wanted to do. But what no one realized was that Jessica Stoner was not just a janitor. She was the founder and majority shareholder of Bloom Technology Development. Years ago, Jessica had built this company from the ground up, transforming it into a symbol of success in Silicon Valley. However, due to personal health issues, she had handed over the day-to-day operations to her cousin, Simon Stoner, who had since become the CEO. To Jessica, Bloom Technology was more than just a company. It was her brainchild, built on values of fairness, respect, and innovation. But from a distance, she had noticed that the company she had built was changing. Integrity was being replaced by greed, and arrogance had seeped into its leadership. Jessica decided to return. But instead of reappearing as the powerful founder, she chose a quiet approach. She became a janitor. It was her way of experiencing the company's true culture firsthand. Every day, Jessica arrived at the office early. She pushed her cleaning cart through the polished hallways, scrubbed spotless glass windows, and emptied trash bins in silence. Employees walked past her without a glance. To them, she was just part of the backdrop. But Jessica wasn't just working, she was observing. She overheard conversations, noted the disdainful glances directed at lower-ranking employees, and listened to complaints from workers too afraid to voice their concerns publicly. She realized the toxic culture wasn't just present, it was deeply ingrained in every corner of the company. Among the people Jessica observed, Jake Cooper, the current CEO, stood out. Jake epitomized arrogance. With his tailored suits and icy smile, he strode through the office as though he owned the world. Jake had no qualms about berating employees, blaming them for mistakes, and treating anyone outside the power circle with disdain. Alongside him was Emma Corrin, the chief strategy officer, who was equally condescending. Emma often referred to support staff as obstacles on her path to success. One day, Jessica overheard a conversation between Jake and Emma in a meeting room. "Do we really need to keep the cleaning staff around?" Emma remarked. "They don't even clean properly. It's embarrassing for a company like ours to rely on them." Jake chuckled. "They should be grateful they even have a job. People like them can't do anything else. We can replace them anytime." Jessica stood outside, hearing every word. Her heart sank. This wasn't the culture she had built. She knew it was time to act, but not yet. She needed to fully understand the extent of the decay before making her move. The disrespect didn't stop there. Jake began paying unsettling attention to Jessica. His looks grew darker, and his comments became increasingly inappropriate. "Jessica," Jake said one day, cornering her in the hallway and scanning her from head to toe. "You know, someone as attractive as you shouldn't waste their life cleaning. If you cooperate, I could help you get a better position." Jessica maintained her composure, looking him straight in the eye. "I'm happy with my job, thank you," she replied firmly, though anger boiled within her. She knew she couldn't endure this much longer. One morning, Jessica entered the office, not as a janitor, but as the CEO. Dressed in an elegant black suit, her hair neatly styled, she exuded confidence that left the entire office stunned. As she stepped into the main conference room where Jake and Emma were seated, the atmosphere grew tense. Jessica walked to the head of the table, standing beside Simon. "Let me introduce you," Simon announced. "This is Jessica Stoner, the founder and owner of Bloom Technology Development." The room fell silent. Jake jumped to his feet, his face pale with shock. You're, he stammered. Jessica smiled slightly. "Yes, Jake. I've been observing my company for months, and what I've seen is disappointing." She fixed her gaze on him. "You've harassed employees, belittled others, and destroyed the values this company was built on." Jake tried to protest, but Jessica cut him off. "You're fired, effective immediately, and legal actions will follow." Under Jessica's leadership, Bloom Technology Development began to regain its former glory. The toxic culture was dismantled, replaced with an environment of respect, innovation, and integrity. Employees learned that a person's worth isn't determined by their title, but by how they treat others. Sitting in her office, Jessica gazed at the San Francisco skyline, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. The journey ahead remained challenging, but she was ready. The company would thrive again, not just for profit, but on the foundation of the right values. Never underestimate anyone. Because in the simplicity of seemingly small things, there's always hidden power to change the world. Jessica Stoner is just a cleaning staff in the eyes of everyone, but she has quietly redrawn the power map of a company that she created. That story does not stop at revealing the truth, but is also a reminder that every person, no matter what position, has their value and potential. In life, we often rush to judge others by their appearance or social status, forgetting that true greatness is often hidden in humility. Remember, the smallest seed can grow into a sturdy tree. So, treat everyone with respect and love, because sometimes the things you do not notice are the most important. Did you know that Albert Einstein, considered one of the greatest minds in human history, was once told by his teacher that he would never amount to anything when he was a child? Yes, the genius physicist admired by the whole world was underestimated from his early years. Imagine, if everyone had held on to that prejudice, would we have had the theory of relativity? It shows that underestimating someone not only hurts them, but sometimes makes you miss out on an opportunity to change the world. Einstein's story is a vivid example of a lesson that we all need to remember. Never underestimate anyone. But why do we often make this mistake? Perhaps because we are caught up in social prejudices. We easily attribute a person's worth to their appearance, their job, or their status. But do you think that the simplicity that we often overlook contains extraordinary abilities? The The story of Jessica Stoner that we just told is a perfect example. A seemingly invisible cleaner to everyone is the founder of the company they work for. Jessica not only shows us that no one is just a cleaner, but she also makes us realize that true greatness lies not in the position you stand in, but in the way you make an impact in life. Think about this. In life, we often judge people by the shell they wear. People in elegant suits are naturally respected, while people in work uniforms are easily looked down upon. But have you ever stopped to ask, who are they? What have they been through? And do they have extraordinary stories that you never knew? Imagine you're at the airport and you see a man in faded jeans and a plain t-shirt waiting for his flight. You think, he's just an average guy. But maybe he's a philanthropist who's donated millions of dollars to build schools. Or maybe he's an inventor with ideas that will change the future. Well, we never know, right? Now, we want you to pause and think about yourself. How many times have you felt undervalued? Maybe it was when you did something that wasn't recognized, or when someone looked at you and didn't see your worth. Have you ever asked yourself, if someone gave me a chance, could I do great things? Trust us, the answer is always yes. So why do we do the same to others? Just imagine if we looked at life through a broader lens, if we treated everyone around us with respect and trust, how different this world would be. Remember the famous quote by Maya Angelou: "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Let us tell you a fun fact. A scientific study shows that people who underestimate others tend to eat more snacks. You think you are judging correctly, but you are actually making yourself fat. Just kidding, but we bet you will think twice before you rush to judge someone, right? The best thing about stopping underestimating others is that you will start to see their true worth. Not only will it make you a better person, but it will also open up new doors for you, both in work and in life. Who knows? The person you're looking down on might be the one who's going to help you one day. And it's not just that they need a chance. It's that you need the maturity to see beyond what your eyes see. Think about your own life. Has anyone ever surprised you by going beyond what you thought they would? Or have you ever felt undervalued but then proven your worth? Share your story in the comments. Your story may inspire others. If you find this lesson meaningful, please click like to support us and share with your loved ones to spread this wonderful message to more people. And don't forget, there is a hidden potential in every human being. So, let's treat each other with respect and love. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this story. In this busy and sometimes indifferent world, your attention is a priceless gift that we deeply appreciate. Each view, each like, and each comment of yours is not just a number, but also a source of inspiration, a motivation for us to continue to bring meaningful stories and lessons that touch the heart. You are also a part of this story. The positive thoughts and the kind actions that you do every day can be a guiding light for someone. And when you share good messages like this, you not only spread happiness, but also contribute to building a community full of love and hope. Remember, you have the power to change your life and the lives of others. With just a little kindness, a little patience, and a little love, you have created miracles. So always believe in your worth and the worth of those around you.